A hectic sprint on a moto circuit, argy-bargy, crashes and relegations. This was the second sprint stage in a row, stage 4 from Dax to Nogaro, 182 Ks, pancake flat, much flatter than yesterday. And yeah, the last 2.7 Ks were on a moto circuit, sweeping bends. They're kind of a strange, unique finish in themselves, and they're difficult to control. So with no really KOM points on offer, Powell's didn't get in the break. Wout and Fabio Jakobsen probably discussing the sprint of yesterday, where Philipsen was given the win in the end. We'd see his teammate in trouble with the jury today. Simmons not allowed on the break on the 4th of July, which I think is un-American, frankly. He should have been allowed to try something either in the final or in the break today, and no one wanted to go on the break because all the sprinters teams wanted a sprint, so it's kind of memeing around. Bjerg went up the road as a joke for UAE. Obviously, they weren't going in the breakaway. They'll probably control tomorrow. So, you know, when your parents make you eat your real dinner first so you can enjoy your dessert. I mean, I never really enjoyed that, but you know, this is one of those stages. Your man here, though, in the old kit on the tractor. I don't know if this is an officially licensed joyride or theme park, but anyway, he gets over the hay bale just about. He yanks him out just in time. That was exciting stuff for sure on the side of the road, where guys are losing fitness. Like Pidcock averaged, I think, under 100 BPM heart rate today. There was the Belgian, well, it looked like the Belgian breakaway, but Terzius was in there, so he's not Belgian, and Geschke's trying to get in there too. He's German, so that didn't work because it wasn't just Belgians. Otherwise, it might have gone all the way, and then it settled down again. At the intermediate sprint, Philipsen got a good lead out from Alpecin de Koenig and took maximum points with no breakaway up the road at all, and Pedersen Coquard, I think, on the podium spot saying, "Good job, boys." And then eventually there was a break. Two men from Normandy, Benoit Cosnefroy and Delaplace from Arkea Samsic, I think. Yeah, de Klerk saying, "Thank God I've actually got something to do. This is my job, how I earn my paycheck, controlling breakaways." Is this a new BMC? Because the fork looks super flared. I've not seen it looking like that. So can someone let me know that knows more about bikes? Is that a new model or whatever? Pretty chill. Like, this is 28 Ks to go. Much more relaxed than yesterday. About 25 Ks to go. The word came down, though, for the GC teams, Bora, Jumbo-Visma, and then the sprint teams, DSM, Alpecin, Lotto. Let's get a little bit more serious. But they weren't the roundabouts of yesterday. So as long as everyone discussed with each other, all right, you just hold position, UAE at the back in the bottom left, you hold position and don't half-wheel me, we'll all stay up here blocked, we've got our position. But on this roundabout, you can lose a lot of positions. DSM were on the wrong side. Welsford, that's their sprinter of the day, goes the long way round, or actually I think he has to stop. He loses like 150 positions. That's his sprint over. With Bahrain, I think Bahrain the most impressive team for me today and the last 2 days, for a team without the resources in the sprint of a Lotto Destiny, of an Alpecin de Koenig or Quickstep. And again, you go the wrong way around that roundabout, you're going to lose 20 positions, which the teams on the right-hand side Total did. But yeah, Bahrain stayed in front three wheels with Arnton, Bauhaus, Mohoric for pretty much from 7Ks out. Jumbo-Visma, this is their keep Jonas Vingegaard safe train. Laporte and Van Aert are actually deeper, kind of managing themselves. Van Aert never got into the sprint really from this position. His sprint was basically over here. Caleb Ewan actually in forward position. Same with Cavendish, quite nice here. It's Groeneweg and Jakobsen, Philipsen who are much deeper, but Alpecin got the train to bring Philipsen up. The others don't really have the rider. Mezgets can sort of do it sometimes, but yeah, 3Ks to go is where you'd think the finish line is for Jumbo-Visma. Mohoric launches. This is what I mean about Bahrain. Look at them. They're organised. Mohoric, I think, bringing up Arndt and Bauhaus. Cavendish in okay position. Coffert has also maintained really good position for Lecoq. From here on out, they were pretty much at the front. So, not the teams we expected to be at the front, maybe, after 3 kilometres to go, with Van Hooydonk keeping pedalling, because if no one's challenging you for front position, you may as well stay there. And Vingegaard could have slid back now. I thought maybe is he, going to try and go for the sprint because he's bored. But following Mohoric through sweeping corners, probably not the best thing to do. But in the end, no harm, no foul. If you stay in a single file at the front, it's safer than being back in the washing machine, because you see Fabio Jakobsen, European champs, on the left here. And the helmet next to him, you can't see the right, the helmet's Philipsen. Jakobsen was trying to slide a little bit, I think, onto MVDP's wheel, and he cops the big don't argue from Philipsen, sends him all the way, and he chops himself onto the Intermarché rider. He crashes out of this sprint and goes down. So Philipsen in the mix again 2 days in a row. but he maintains his position, or he actually loses because of that Van der Poel's wheel, and it's kind of a waiting game to get back there. He's leading on Bini, trying to get there. Cofidis with Renard get Coquard to the front. Uno-X move up with Varensgold for Christophe. Alaphilippe's just in third position because maybe he thought if it was a little uphill drag, he might have had a chance, but he's in third position trying to squeeze Varensgold. He's not going to allow that. Philipsen's off Van der Poel's wheel. We've got an Intermarché rider between them, and Van Aert is way too deep. He's out of the sprint. And you'd think actually with Laporte's position, Laporte would have gone for it from here. There's another crash. I think it might have been Case Bowl because it's an Astana bike that goes flying. And Varensgold moves up Christophe, maybe a little bit early. Coquard switches off Renard's wheel. Alaphilippe's gone. Laporte looks like he's in good position. You'd think he's going to actually go for the sprint. Cavendish is there, and then you see MVDP's helmet. He gets relegated for this. He swings and moves Biniam right out of the way with a shoulder barge, but he doesn't care because he clears space and launches Philipsen. You see the difference in speed. Groenewegen tried to get the wheel, but Philipsen kept it. Cavendish basically couldn't win from that position, sprinting in the wind already on the right-hand side. And once Philipsen got clean air, Caleb Ewan came out of his wheel, made it close, but Philipsen just too good once again. So yeah, you see, I think Varensgold, when he finished his lead up for Christophe, he looked over his left shoulder, drifted right, clipped Coquard's back wheel, and then crashed Zangler into the barrier. So a bit of a mess, to be honest. MVP relegated, not a punishment because Philipsen wins, and it's a team sport with individual sanctions, so completely pointless. But so they'll just be happy they got the W today. Philipsen wins ahead of Ewan, Bauhaus, Coquard, Cavendish, Van Poppel, Christophe, Mez gets Van Aert, Pedersen. Here's what Philipsen had to say after the stage.
Yeah, it was a really easy stage. I think everybody wants to save legs for the Pyrenees tomorrow and the day after. But in the final kilometer entering the circuit, I also hear some crashes around me. So I hope everybody is okay and safe. But it was a bit in a hectic final with the turns in the end, and I lost my team as well. But in the final straight, I found Mathieu van der Poel again, and he did an amazing pull to get me to victory. But my legs were cramping, and Caleb was coming close.
But I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got a good stage tomorrow, the Marie Blanc Hirschi Pogacar stage of 2020. Make sure you watch and tune in for that one. I'll see you then tomorrow. Ciao.